in what eventually was an 11-point New York victory. Zach Zuckin, and what a place to do it. The Mecca, the world's most famous arena. Towns and Okongwu jump it up, and we are a taste of playoffs, but they've got great veterans, including McCollum, as Brunson finds his spot into the paint, and the fader doesn't go. Towns crashes, moving the defense of New York here in Game 2.
Well, he understands that sometimes the ball has to be the star. It has to move around, and OG fires up a three game as well.
Setting the tone. This is going to be a physical series. Alexander Walker. So many expectations of what this team could do after getting to the conference finals last year. Towns on the attack. Towns hangs and hits. To do here in the first quarter.
Because we know Brunson is the guy, but Cat has that 1A talent. He can take
out. When C.J. McCollum came out for his intros, there was some chatter from McCollum after the Brunson's acting skills after the fact. Now McCollum will get his first real touch offensively, weaving his way through for two.
That's drills and skills. We thought it was AI before AI. He was so small.
Oh, I just thought it was Jaleel White. I thought they were doing a Family Matters rerun. Oh, Josh Hart! Slam.
I see what you did there, Noah. You're on your New York stuff right now.
Daniels on the dive to the rim.
On decisions, it's usually the right decision, so the more he touches the ball, the better.
Hart right back to work. Over the top of Okongwu, and he's feeling it. Now he's aggressive offensively. Johnson looking to retort. Going right at Brunson with a size advantage over three defenders, and Towns cleared. Second chance for Towns on the pump. Drive. Oh, hooks it outside. Good ball movement for Bridges. And a triple. Dyson Daniels last year the most improved player in the NBA in development in Atlanta.
And you love to hear that because Coach can make it about himself, but he knows.
Interesting mix on that Atlanta staff that includes a former head coach Igor Kokoskov and a former player Nepe Udo. This is just a
playing like this, and that is going to be as popular as John Starks.
Conway finds the bottom. Bridges nearly lost it. 6 to shoot. Hart's 3 for 3 to start. He's going to put it up. And it falls in. Daniel shovel. Okongwu with the mismatch now against Brunson. He'll spin. He'll float. But he can't score.
Hit the wood this moment.
Johnson had it deflected into the hands of Hart and another turnover. Brunson set the feet. 3-ball. Money! His 10th playoff game, so that experience still coming with each possession. Same for guys like Dyson Daniels. That's a force though from Johnson. He comes up. Going to go to Towns against Gay here. 6 to shoot. Let him cook. Towns on the back down. Bully ball for 2. Got rid of it and then taken away by Johnson. Daniels on the attack. Numbers the other way if he hurries. Bounce it for Gay. Attacking the rim. He couldn't slam it. New York has numbers. Gay is still down on the other end. It's a 5-on-4. Open look. Doesn't go. Rebound Alexander Walker. Gay is 3 from the floor. There's 1 steal, but no other stats of note. Streaming now only on Peacock. Jamal, you played in a ton of playoff games over the course of your career. The attention, there's more responsibility that comes with that for your team as well.
Absolutely. You go from evolution to being him.
Leak out for Kuminga, and he finishes through. Won a title his rookie year there, so he's got the experience of going deep in the playoffs and eventually coming away. And he got his knee banged up a little bit. Physical presence defensively that is different than the rest of the guys on this team. This is where he can really help out. But a winner at every level, high school, 2 championships in college, trying to add another one now in the NBA. Open look, Towns can't hit. And looking to go to work on Johnson. Series of moves. Brunson couldn't find any space. Perfect defense, and they forced the miss. It's tipped in.
He needed, of course, Mr. Robinson got the tip.
I'm not sure which rims are more forgiving, MSG or Rucker.
Oh, we know.
Open look goes down, and series of screens for Brunson, trying to free him up. Contested 3, in and out for Bridges. Offensive board for Rock. Series. Daniels driving kick. Johnson being guarded by Hart. 8 to shoot. Daniels will let it fly. Did not shoot it well.
I'm leader in any stat, especially in Knicks history. You've done some special things.
He actually was selected by Utah and played for Quinn Snyder for 3 seasons there to start his career. Spray it out. It's been a quiet start for Alexander Walker again. 9 to shoot. He'll spin on Bridges. Long stride. Wild attempt. Doesn't go. And Bridges, Anunoby, and Robinson. Extra. Anunoby lob. Robinson slam.
special. They're just connected and playing as a true team and finding success.
Meanwhile,
In your face, and they're playing possession basketball even defensively. They're not trying to give up the
locker room. So they already lost Mo Gay earlier in this first quarter. Now the potential most improved player in the NBA lost for the time being. And a no-beam sky. McCollum, the silencer.
and he just runs back.
Had that jetpack on that jam. 8-point ball game. Another lob and another slam. It's lob. NBA Finals that included 23 points in Game 2. The lone win in 2023 for Miami is a beast on the boards. Already has caught a couple of lobs. Alexander Walker does convert on the tee. McBride, Brunson, Hart, and Anunoby. McCollum wants to go to work on McBride, an excellent on-ball defender. Got screened away, over the top, comes up short. 4.
Yes.
It's 14 in Game 1. Brunson drives. Brunson finishes. 2 for 1 as well, with a 10-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Bouncing on the back door, Alexander Walker extra, it's Kuminga, but he can't hit the 3. 5 in this first quarter, 3 seconds left. Brunson going to work, 2 seconds left. He'll put it up, and he comes up short. The Knicks led by as many as 11.
Until my friend said, Maul, you got to think about it like this. We're playing the 15 in the summer. It's 14
Game point.
Literally. No more talking, it's over with. And you're looking at
what Reza Shea does in a playoff setting as a young player, believes he's going to be a really good NBA player and just isn't quite ready for the road environment yet here. Oh, what a shot. Outside for Shamet. 6 to shoot. Oh, he lost his footing. He gets down hard. Hit the back of his head, and he is down. It's a 5-on-4. That's a long ball, and it goes down.
that the Knicks are providing, and that's why he's being more successful.
Oh, the strip by McCollum. 3-on-1 the other way. Alexander Walker to Kispert for the deuce. 10 to shoot. Shamet goes to set the screen. Shamet's going to have to work on Kispert. Shooter on shooter. In and out. Long rowlet just in time before it would be a backcourt violation. McBride in and out. McCollum on. Kuminga hands it off. McCollum on Clarkson. Oh, Kuminga was open momentarily. That's way downtown. Too strong from percentage allowed per game. Second in steals allowed as Robinson cleans up his own mess.
It's a spin finish.
I thought he was only jammed. This guy just goes right to the rack. Tony Bradley with the easy finish.
Movement is making the Knicks defense move a little bit and giving them some room.
Oh, the lazy pass. McCollum is all alone. And he'll rise up with a slam.
Exactly that.
Yeah, they're 5 of 8 in this second quarter. The Knicks just 1 for 4. And a chance for their first lead in style. Kuminga with a swing. Quinn Snyder certainly liking what he sees, and now Mike Brown for the first time in the series is going to get Jose up.
Right on cue, he gets to it. He is the people's champ. Good pass to Josh Hart in the corner.
Doesn't hit on the 3. It as Alexander Walker's off the mark, and Hart collects his 7th rebound of this first half. He'll attack on Kispert. Fend off, no. Rebound to Robinson. Per game. So far in this game, they've got a combined 5. 5 minutes gone here in the second. It's McBride. Long rebound up by McBride. It's an 8th turnover for Atlanta. On the fast break, Hart back. Robinson couldn't finish but a foul. You saying he went all the way up?
Remix.
Points off the bench.
See, that's the ovation you thought I was going to get. But
I did. I expected you to get that ovation. Brunson couldn't get the angle, but Clarkson does. Lead.
Scorers know how to score. Clarkson getting it done different ways, giving the Knicks some energy.
Vincent step back, bottom on a triple. Trade deadline as Daniels forces the turnover. Get it up ahead. It's Johnson. Kuminga was running with him. New York recovers. Open look. Vincent again. Can't hit that time. The guy in the playoffs on the road at MSG. No easy task. 4-point game, approaching 5 to play in the second. Brunson felt the contact and puts it. It'll be his second. Meanwhile, the second block for Anunoby here tonight. Alexander Walker will pull and hit the 3.
Alexander Walker got a clean look.
Just his second field goal here tonight. Back to a 3-point game. Brunson not have talked it over and decided against it. Going to save that challenge for later in this game as Okong will action for OG. That's just sparkling.
That was unbelievable.
That's not ice. That's a full podcast.
Yeah, whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready.
All right, we'll talk about it after the game. McCollum step away. Connects on the throw.
He's rolling right now.
He's got a game-high 12. On the attack, Brunson. Kick it out. It's Anunoby. Short on the three. McCollum off. 12 attempts for Atlanta so far. These were actually two of the bottom 6 teams. And by Daniels. Johnson stopped by Hart. 8 to shoot now for Alexander Walker. Short roll for Johnson. Into Bridges. And they're going to call the block. 15 minutes. Only 3 field goal attempts.
And you can see from the very first possession, Josh Hart was like...
But he will get another pair. And Hart now up to 10 points. Young, like a Kuminga, who gets downhill but couldn't finish it. Was looking for a foul call. When Snyder wasn't happy with the shot selection. And that's why... Averaged 18.7 points per game. He had averaged 20 or more points per game in the previous 10.
A whole nother place. I had to get him back with offense, though.
He actually has the most seasons of averaging 20 or more points per game for a guy who's never made an all-star team.
But his peers know he's been an all-star talent for a long time.
Absolutely phenomenal career coming out of Lehigh as Alexander Walker in the challenge defensively. 7 to shoot off the Bridges screen. Anunoby will fire and hit.
Stop.
Brunson dancing again. Brunson weaving. Can't score. Seconds here in this second quarter. Brunson looking. Brunson in for Bridges. Pump. Fire. Puts it down. Anunoby on the curl. Nearly lost it. It'll be Hart on the outside, who had an efficient 10 points and 7 rebounds in the first half and picks up one. Collects the board. New York has been an elite fourth quarter team. Can they extend the lead here in the third quarter? Deep one. Towns sticks it.
That one from 55th and 7th Avenue.
Now the largest lead for New York only momentarily as Johnson final quarter. Atlanta took a 1-point lead in that second quarter, but the flurry to end the second quarter and now to start this third quarter helped to bridge that gap a little bit in 20 minutes of action.
And when Josh Hart is scoring like this, it's just a bonus for the Knicks. He does everything on the court.
Tip in goes for
Johnson. Strike fast right there before the traffic comes, because now he has way more eyes on it.
They'll sag off on Daniels. Alexander, they're trying to potentially use him for on the offensive end. Quinn Snyder compared to Draymond Green in Golden State, how he can facilitate for his teammates. McCollum sneaky in.
Contact.
Hart using the body, but he couldn't finish it. Towns collects and scores.
This one to go there.
Good pass. Johnson to O'Connor. Favors Atlanta, who is 5th in pace in the NBA through the regular season. Knicks were 25th in that category. Anunoby stops and slams.
He's coming off the rim like Prince in the Chappelle show.
Game blouses. No basket interference. Meanwhile, that's not a good sign. Odin double figures already for New York. Sunday night.
Perfect option to go from scoring to passing.
The Eastern Conference Finals last season as well, with huge moments late in games. Drive and kick, open look. Game comes up short. Then relocates. On the drive. The hesitation for 2. No, he missed it. And Towns again on the cleanup duty. Timeout. Ball in his hands as a point forward. Said that he doesn't really know what the ceiling is with his team yet, but he feels like it's continuing to go up as McCollum, Jay Wright, and all of his teammates at Villanova and what they did. They taught them learning to play off.
And now he has his own team and uses some of those same foundational things that made him great in college.
Bounce it. Daniels floats it up and in. 7 to shoot now for New York. It's Bridges on the attack. Spray it out. Anunoby with 3. Anunoby to the rim. No. Tipping, yes. Carl Anthony for Atlanta. Johnson gets into the paint. Finds the open man. Alexander Walker can't finish, but a loose ball foul. 7 from the 2 bigs for New York. McCollum trying to force it inside. 4 to shoot for Alexander Walker. Can't hit the 3. Weak side of rebound to Hart. For 2 players for New York. 3 total for Atlanta. Long stride. Johnson got the bump and the bucket. Has it.
Number 7 going to the 4th. If I'm the Knicks, I'm saying, hey, let's go from 12 or 11 now to 20 and try to...
Stepping up on Brunson again. Screen comes from Robinson. Bradley has to step up in his coverage. 8 to shoot. Brunson, step away. That's absurd.
One, any better. Great defense, better offense.
Kuminga right at Towns. Towns stood his ground. Kuminga comes up short.
Free throws.
Gave him a toast of his own medicine. As mentioned his story, but because he was so short through his high school career, he had to learn Duke to take them down in that incredible upset in the first round. And has made his way to an elite scorer in the NBA. Brunson has 4 personal fouls. He's going to go at him this time, and McCollum on the fend-off and finish. To his spot, had it stripped by Alexander Walker. Picked up by Johnson. No numbers. Johnson doesn't care. Gets right to the rim. Doesn't make it in, but the tip-in goes. Come out. Alvarado is on the floor. He's going to take McCollum, the former teammates in New Orleans. Off the screen, McCollum gets downhill and flips it in.
Life.
26 for C.J. McCollum. Bounce Alvarado to Towns, and he gets to the rim. Alvarado trying to push the pace. No numbers will slow it down. Towns the trailer. Long ball. Bullseye! And you can see how much fun C.J. McCollum is having. He just looked over at Ben Stiller, gave him a nice wave and a smile.
I love it. I love it here.
Well, in 2021, it was Trae Young. It looks like they found. And Anunoby on the curl. Lost it. Oh, it ends up with Robinson. Rebound outside Vincent. Second chance McCollum. Kuminga thought about it. McCollum will take. And he missed the 3. Alvarado sets it in motion with 7. Attacks right on Vincent, but he couldn't make it home. Rebound poked around. Kispert steps up. Off the screen. Robinson lob. Knocked away by Kuminga. Alexander Walker up ahead for Kispert, who takes flight to finish. Himself back into it. Good hands by Alexander Walker on Alvarado. Screen from McBride. Right back to Alvarado. He'll tee it up. Okongwu back on the floor with the 4 personal fouls. Missed the majority of the third quarter because of that foul trouble. He'll drive. Got a good screen and a runway to the rim. Away. Step through. Too strong. Rebound Robinson. Back out Alvarado. Bridges inside. Clarkson all alone. Vincent. Bounce it. Kuminga. Head it. Bridges trying to get it inside. Bounce it back out. Alvarado would tend to shoot. Now it's Clarkson's turn. Deep shot. At the scorer's table. Alvarado tried to turn the corner. Robinson had position inside momentarily. Alvarado bounce. And Anunoby. Kaboom! Johnson, but more importantly, that's already 4 team fouls for Atlanta, so the Knicks in the bonus for final 7:35 here. Brunson pulls. Rebound, fought for, and can't hit the 3. Rebound Clarkson. Second chance Towns. Same spot for Bridges. His defensive effort that Quinn Snyder, his former coach in Utah, had so much praise for pregame. But Kuminga goes right at him and he floats it in, plus the foul. So this team's so good with their length on the outside that Kuminga getting inside. Back down on Okongwu. Towns, physical. Towns doesn't have the touch. Clarkson can't tip it in. And a rebound within 4 or 3 for Atlanta. Dangerous pass. Okongwu hits the deck. Bounce it Johnson. Full head of steam down the middle of the lane to bank it home. 13-5 start in this fourth quarter in favor of Atlanta.
Say Saturday in the A?
Yes, I did. You like that?
What else goes on Saturdays?
I don't think you want to shoot. Has to make something happen. The cutter is Daniels. The kick out. McCollum extra. Johnson has to get rid of it. Got it off in time, but he missed it short.
Situations.
Brunson off the screen. Gets downhill. Floats it up and in. Kuminga clears it. Really good minutes for Kuminga tonight with 17 off the bench. And he explodes for 2 more. 7 fourth quarter points for Kuminga. Chance to get it within 4 or 3. It is a 3. And it's down. Alexander Walker on Brunson. Cross. Feed. Johnson drive. Johnson physical for 2. 1 point outside. It's Hart. 4 to shoot. Hart's going to have to put it up. His 3 off the mark. And the rebound. McCollum on Brunson. McCollum wants the matchup. Goes to work. Couple of crosses. McCollum to the basket. Makes it home. They have a big shot in him with 1:40 remaining. 28 on the night. Cross on Brunson. Get in the paint. Float it up. Float it in.
2 baskets to go. Goes left that way. He's just getting everything he wants.
Brunson to tie the game. And he does. Seconds remaining at 2 for 1 for Atlanta if they hurry here. It's McCollum. Turn in the corner. Step away, Jay goes down. Working on Alexander Walker. The fend off, the strip by Alexander Walker. Hawks looking to run. Johnson slams it home. And Brunson. Looking for Brunson. Catch, shoot, Brunson, splash. 1 point game. And he missed both. Hart with the rebound. No timeout called. Get it up for Bridges. Put it up for the win. And he missed it. 14 down and ties the series. They win game 2 in MSG. 107-106.